This is Uncle Tim broadcasting live.
We want is some bombastic, romantic, fantastic lover.
Howdy, folks. Most of my episodes have been really good about education things, and this is no different. Thought we'd do some things. Maybe most of you youngins don't know what these will be, but we'll explain it, okay? And if I can't explain it, we'll make something up. Okay, first of all, let's do this one. This is a good one. And can you see this real good, producer? Anybody know what that is? Just right? No, I was just kidding about that. If you don't know what this is, this goes up under a cow's flank when you're washing her off. And that way, whenever she starts to kick, it comes up into her. What y'all doing?
Goes over the back.
Yeah, it goes up in her flank and then on her back. And that way, when she lifts her leg up, it hurts, so she won't kick you. We got some others that's more fancier than that, but I forgot to bring them. Okay. This is self-explanatory. You don't see them very often nowadays. Well, you don't see them at all. This is a thing you use to clean your nose out with. No, it's an oil can. And it's probably worth, I'd say, $300 or $400. But that's a good one. They don't have a hole in it, except up here yet. Speaking of noses, I don't know how many people knows what this, I don't know how many people knows what this is. It goes right here like that, and you can just drag your husband or wife around it where you want to go. I painted it gold, but it's really kind of an orange color. But no, they use this to put in, I don't know if it was hogs or a bull. I guess anything with big nose holes. Okay, and you could, the string's supposed to be longer than this, but the other part of it's gone. But you can just lead them around, because whenever, it's just like an old cow. If you slap an old cow's ears, she'll move for you. Okay, these, I've got 3 of them, and they're assorted colors. And does anybody know what they are? Mama said that you could put this in an old hen's nest and take all her eggs out. That way she'll keep laying and you get all the eggs. She thinks that's an egg. She told me that at the milk barn one night. I don't know if it's the truth or not. And then this one is a brass one. This is for the rich people. They had these in the house. And then this, if you wanted your house decor, you got your black one. But they are doorknobs. Different doorknobs. They don't make them like that anymore, I don't think. Except Mom's house. Mom's house has got a bunch like this because we had lots of money. Okay. I'm kind of hurrying along because we got plenty of stuff here. I don't want to have you watching forever. What about this? This is something you take to the bathroom. And you have to, clean it out regularly. No, that's not it. This was a spittoon, so you spit your backer juice in like that. And it's got some stuff in it right now. It's hard to get it really clean, but this was Papa's, and he used it quite often. Lots of memories here. I need to shine it up. It really shines up because it's brass. Just like this. This, if I had it shined up, it'd put your eyes out. Okay. This, what's in it? Oh, 2 rings. Class ring. Never wore it. I really forgot where it was at. Never wore it too much. And, well, wedding band, don't need that no more. But this is my first bottle that I ever drank out of. They give me that lactose milk, and it liked to kill me.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
I was in pain all the time. They don't make these either like this anymore. And you don't have to guess what it is, but it's my first gun. Had a lot of gunfights with the chickens. Okay, now here's something the youngins probably don't know what it is. It's not a battle axe or anything that you know, the Huns used or anything, but it looks like it. Got spikes up here. Got this big thing you could swing around and hit somebody in the head with. But it is I call it a fence puller, but I don't know, I guess it's a tightener upper. You stick this in the post and hook that onto the wire and pull it around like that. And got a lot of good exercise that way. And then you nail it real quick. And then you take it back and relax the teeth on it. This is pretty much wore, but it's old. This ain't such an old item, but we never used it for trimming trees. We used it for trimming our toenails. Our cow toenails, not our toenails, although mine probably could use that. But we trim the cow's toes, because sometimes you've seen them, they'll start growing up like that, and you gotta trim them down so they can walk better. Just like, I may have to use that tonight. I would show you my feet, but I'd want y'all to stay on here a little longer. Okay, this is something that's really old. I mean, this is ancient. This is old as my mom. And it looks real unassuming, but it's my great, what?
Grandfather.
Great grandfather. And y'all heard of the famous area in Bath County called ore mines. They mined ore out there. That's why they named it that. And he was chopping, well, not chopping, he was picking, and he hit a live dynamite cap, and it blowed that off and blinded him. But it's kind of a,
Show the tip.
I might even put this in the Bath County Museum, because that's kind of neat. I might do that.
Show him the tip for the
I did.
blow the end off of it
I did.
when he got his eyes put out.
Now, this is something that's real fun to use.
Auger.
Yeah. Whenever you need to drill a hole. But, you know, you don't see these anymore because everything's electric. And that's why everybody's getting soft. They don't do the work like they're supposed to, like the body's supposed to. They push a button instead of turn the crank. Oh, one of you subscribers, thank you. I'll get to you as soon as I can. Okay. All right, here's something nobody knows what it is. I didn't know what it was for years. And finally, I don't know who told me. Pooh says she did. She says she tells me everything. But this is whenever you want to, you know, slap somebody in the head. No, it's you put your shoe on here,
Make a pair of shoes.
and that way you can sew them up. Mama had told me that Papa used to do that all the time, but I didn't know what it was. But it's probably worth $4,000 or $5,000. I don't know how many of them still left. I gotta look on my pocket computer and see exactly. So I don't want to get rid of that thing for sure. Although I could put it in the museum too. If they'll put my name after everything and, you know, say it's Uncle Tim, property of Uncle Tim, we appreciate Uncle Tim, you know, I might do that. All right, this is not like I don't know what it's like. But anyway, back in the old days, whenever Mom was a little girl, they had a big fireplace, and that's the only way they had to cook. And they'd hang the pot by these little hooks over the fire and cook her beans. That's the way she cooked her beans. That's all they had was beans. Every day, beans.
True.
8 brothers all sucked up all the food, but That's why she's so little now. Okay. I don't know how that got in there. We'll not talk about that. Okay. This is insulator. And that's what electric wires go in. And this one here got pulled off the house winter before last when we had that big ice storm. So we have a historical house. It's got a lot of stuff like this on it. But it's in good shape. It's not cracked, but it don't have any, we can't use it anymore because it got broke off. But you don't see these very often. Well, you don't see them ever. Okay. This may look like ordinary saw. I know most of you are smart enough to know that it's a saw. But what it sawed was flesh. And we had a room where we cut stuff up. Yeah, not people, but it was whenever we killed a cow or a hog, you had to cut the meat, cut the bone stuff. So it's not a hacksaw, it's a meat saw. Might make the movie sometime. Okay. This, it's not something you see at a basketball game, but it would be a good idea. They make them littler that you can clap them together, but this is not something that you'd want to carry to a ball game because they might get mad at you. But what it is, when they killed the hog and cut it up, there was pieces, and when they boiled it and cleaned, there was pieces of the skin, and that boiled real good, and they'd put that in there and crush it up. It's like a crackling, to make cracklings with. I bet most of you didn't even have a scant of an idea on that. See my George Strait hat? I know all of his songs. Big George Strait fan. But this is, that's really neat. I'll keep that forever. Okay, talking about clapping. This would be good for a ball game too. Might, if I didn't think I'd break it, I'd use it. But I guarantee you nobody knows what this is. Guaranteed. What about anybody here in the house? Pooh didn't even know it. I had to tell her at first. Nobody knows. All right.
I forgot. Well,
She said she forgot. She's forgetting a lot of stuff today. These last few years. Of course, I've been forgetting stuff ever since I can remember. How about that? Anyway, you put a little plop of meat in there, and you squish it down, and it makes your hamburger. You don't have to squish it out.
hamburger press.
And it has little roosters on it for some reason. I guess that was a decorative. I don't even know. They may be peacocks, just like the basketball team. That's what they look like. Okay. I don't know how this got here. My little black book. It's empty. Okay, and surely people knows what this is. I got 8 tracks, but that's a cassette tape. You used to get them in your car. Okay, we're about done, but I got 2 more things. This right here, of course, it didn't look like this normally. This was an award I got for a race that I done, and it was held in Midway, and of course there's a bunch of railroads goes through there. It's frozen rails, so they give these away. What a nice award!
Railroad spike.
It's a big thing. They drove into the railroad ties to hold the arm down, so I can't imagine they'd have to have an awful lot of them. Now this will stump everybody. It's some kind of plug. But if you have an old cow that's got 3 tits instead of 4, you want to stick this in the milker so nothing will get. Thank you.
Won't lose air.
Well, keep calling, and I promise I'll answer. But anyway, you stick this in the tit that's the milker that's bad. So that tit, like there's 4 tits on the cow, okay, and say the front left one's bad. You put this in the front left milker, and that way you don't get cow manure, flies, or anything up in the sucker thing. We got 4 of them, but we never had to use all 4 of them on one cow. We have used 2 though. Okay. Last but not least, this is really, really good. I got this in Owensville, Kentucky at the 5 and 10 cent store. And I can't remember who runs the store. Who, you know? It's right there by where the Christian church is.
Probably Leroy Smith.
Okay, Leroy. I thought he didn't think he was that old. Anyway, he was having a sale, getting rid of everything. And I got 2 or 3 different things from the store that day. And, well, I bought them. I didn't steal them. But this is, if you can see it, can you see it? It says fun times, but I never seen anything fun about what this was about. Because what it's made for is for when you mess up. So the bottom of this is for racing. Back in the day when the typewriters first come out, even before the electric ones, you had to use this to correct your mistake, and then they give you a little brush to sweep all the nastiness away. And I went through these things my first year of typing class like who laid the rail. But I got these because I thought they were neat. And hey, you like that outfit? I got another one at the house. She got a mini dress on, but I thought I better not bring it because this is a PG and not a R. So that is that. And then I know people seen these, but I got a few of them. I don't think they'd play very good because it's easy to scratch them. It's easy to scratch them. But I can't hold on to it. It's hot. It's called popcorn, and it's sang by Hot Butter, and it's slippery as butter. Okay. We got 2 more things, and then that's it. This thing here is it's a tea. No, it goes in the stove, but I don't know what it is. So if you give me a call, if you know what it is. I have no idea. I just found it at the house.
It's probably a damper.
And, well, ain't no dagger.
Damper.
Huh?
Damper.
A damper.
Where you
Okay.
open and shut the pipe.
And then where's that big concrete nunchuck thing at? That's another thing, we don't know what it is. But if you have an idea, you need to call us. I'm waiting for another call. And one my prop woman broke it. Actually, it's not my prop woman. It's my sister. It's him's wife. And I have no idea what this is. Mom thought it was nunchucks, but it would have to be a staff. And Allison, that's the first thing she said too, who is my producer. But nunchucks is just 2. And I can't imagine using these. I'd knock myself out. But give me a call on my phone. It dings every time somebody calls. I've had 2 right now. So I'm getting more and more popular. But I would like to hear from you. You got to send us some ideas. Got to send us some ideas. Yeah, I'm going to pass on that. It's just a saw. Everybody knows what a saw is. But we need all kinds of information sent to us to do stuff. We got a couple more things planned, but right now we could use words from you all. Just I sent my address, but they all laughed at me for giving my mailing address. you should send me the Facebook message. That would be good. Until next time, folks, be kind.
You might want to sing it note for note, don't worry.